Hello, I'm Emma Hammett from First Aid for Life and onlinefirstaid.com. Now, last week I was contacted by Good Morning Britain to ask if I would be part of a debate to see whether blood donors should be incentivised to give blood. It's something that the Blood and Transplant Organisation, the NHS Blood and Transport, have always been against. And the WHO feel very strongly that the safest blood donations are voluntarily given from low-risk populations. And we don't have to look back too far to find what happened to haemophiliacs and various other people who received blood transfusions which hadn't been properly screened. So it was quite an interesting debate, and I did a lot of research around it. And I also phoned the Blood and Transplant, NHS Blood and Transplant, to get their views, and had a really good dig around. And here's what I found out. So the NHS needs 6,000 blood donations every day. Now that is less than we used to need because we are far more efficient in the way we use blood now. When I was nursing regularly in A&E, we used to see an awful lot of blood being squeezed through. We also had wasted some blood because you'd think you need it, and once you have sort of warmed it up, if you don't need it, it can't be kept. And none of that happens now, which is good. So every unit is precious, and you know, we are far more efficient in the way we use it, which is great news for blood donors. The blood donation departments depend on regular, committed, healthy donors to keep up their reserves. However, they need 190,000 new donors every year. That's new, committed, regular donors. And they found that 81% of 18 to 24-year-olds have never donated blood at all. So that's an area that they are looking to encourage to come and become regular donors. Over half the donors, the current donors, are over 45, and you can't carry on giving indefinitely. And last year there were 40% fewer donors than a decade ago. Now, as I've said, we need less blood because we're more efficient. However, we do still need 190,000 new donors coming forward every year who are committed and regular. Now, there's all sorts of reasons why people lapse. I was a lapsed donor. I had my children and life just got a bit too busy. And I've recently gone back and started donating again. It's an incredibly easy process, and they make you feel so welcome and make it actually remarkably pleasant. The actual giving of the blood only takes about 15 minutes. I didn't find it painful at all. Some people say it's like a sort of pinprick type pain, but it certainly wasn't a painful, unpleasant experience at all. And I got to taste an awful lot of new biscuits at the end of it, and actually got that feel-good factor, which is, I think, what is really important. Most blood donors, or all blood donors, are doing it for altruistic purposes. It's nice to know that what you've done can potentially save a few lives. The reason it can save a few lives is your blood is split up into red blood cells, platelets and plasma. The red blood cells can be stored for 35 days, platelets for 7 days, and plasma can last for 3 years. So you can carry on saving people after your every donation you give. But bear in mind that it is a natural product, so it does have a shelf life, which is again why we need regular donations. So they need another 40,000 black donors in particular, because of treating sickle cell patients, and because if you're treating patients from a similar ethnic background, you get better results. So the better the match, the better it is for the person. O negative blood is the universal donor, and that's the most in demand. So if you happen to know you're an O negative and you would be happy to donate, they would welcome you with open arms. The other nice thing is you get a message after you've donated that tells you where your blood's gone, which is nice. It means that it's valued and it's looked after, and it's something that more of us should be doing. If you've had a tattoo or a piercing, they ask you not to give for 4 months, but it doesn't preclude you from giving at all. So there's just a time lapse, and the same if you've been abroad. So if you've been abroad to specific countries. So, most people are eligible to give, and it's a really good thing to do. And as I said before, one donation can save an awful lot of different patients. And you never know when we might need it ourselves as well. So if the stocks diminish, it might not be there when we need it. And certainly with all the violent stabbings and things, you need an awful lot of blood to help replenish when something like that happens. So I hope that's been useful. I've got a couple of blogs on this about how all the different blood products are used, and also common myths around blood donation, which I found again was quite interesting to research. So I hope that's useful, and that's Emma Hammett from First Aid for Life and onlinefirstaid.com.